What's up, lovely people, and welcome. I'm so sorry for the late. You know, the pressure of exam is like really, really bad. Okay, so last day I announced that I will do a live stream on 10 a.m. But yeah, sorry, 20 minutes late. That's why sorry for that. And let me just give it check some like everything's working. Not when I have a plan of doing that more earlier, but for some reason I just, you know, did some. I forgot about this stream, and then after 20 minutes, I realized, oh, I have to stream. That's why. Okay. So let me first discuss you with our Discord group. So we have a Discord group, right? And lots of you every day question me, bro, how we can join to your Discord. We can't find the link, or the link doesn't work. Okay. I'm not sure why the link is not work for you, because if you go to the YouTube and then, oh, hi, hello guys, welcome everyone. And if you go to YouTube and if you go any of my video, okay, so if you go to the show more option, here you find all the connection, like how you can connect. Like if you can go my Discord, you have my Discord ID, you can directly send me friend request, but I don't recommend to send me friend request because I have tons of friend requests every day, so that's why I don't recommend to send me friend request on Discord. I always suggest to visit our the Discord. So here with the byte link, you can just go open it and you find our Tec Dev Studio, and from here you can continue the Discord. If you have Discord app, you can join there, or others you can join from the browser. Okay, and there is our Udemy one. Also you have the Udemy. I have more than 50 students, so you can go. Yeah, I know I don't give too much update in my courses, but I have a plan to do it more. So yeah, and then about our Patreon, we have a Patreon page. If you want, you can do free support. It's not mandatory, but if you want, you can give. And then we have basically at here, the sponsor is basically a street developer, so you can visit basically our Google Play Store, where we have the games, lots of games. Like yeah, I'm recently update the bus driving Bangladesh one. Okay, and yeah, this is also great. This is using Unreal Engine 5.2.1 with version. And yeah, also I have a plan to do others game update too. Just have plan. I will do that, but currently I'm busy with some stuff. That's why. And let me share this stream with the Discord so everyone can give a look. So let's simply copy. Let me just simply paste on the about. Why is that? That is about us. There's a lots of group I create. Chapter 1. Where is that everyone? Oh, there's a maybe not everyone available. Yeah, available. Let me just share that simply. So everyone will be have attention. Even I'm also available on the Discord. So if you want to share me anything there, you can go to the Discord and join the voice chat. Like yesterday night, some of people was talking me about the Android SDK issue. Okay, that is the most biggest problem that every Unreal Engine who are basically want to develop game in Unreal Engine, they face this issue. Like the main this is the rungradle.bat problem. Hello guys, welcome. So kind of like this problem, that rungradle.bat problem. Okay, this is usually come for three reasons. One is for your wrong NDK, second is for your wrong JDK setup, and third is for your engine binary issue. Okay, so this is the most three way. What are you studying in college? Yeah, currently in college. Yeah, you can say. And then as you can see, you have the similar issue that run Gradle. Okay, this is the most three common issue, and lots of people ask me this thing that, bro, why the SDK and DK, it's sure. What is the you're studying? In commerce. Yeah, uh, in commerce. That is the bad thing, I guess, I'm doing. Like, I'm doing kind of like engineering stuff and I'm studying commerce. So, yeah. And as this similar one, like the SDK are not installed properly, why this issue come? This is come, you will see that usually on Unreal Engine 5 version, you don't see this error on 4 point version. Why this error come most of cases? Because of Unreal Engine have lots of glitch in 5 version. And make sure Unreal Engine currently not focusing on the Android or even PC also. They are focusing on virtual reality. So they are focusing in the virtual reality. So what happened that if there's any error coming, they are not fixing usually, and they are taking times. And even this is like one kind of like a bugs or issue that after setting properly the SDK even SDK and DK JDK, but you not even get did you even consider to getting a degree in game dev? Not yet, but I want some, kind of like a degree. Yeah, I think that will be great if I get some, certificate in game development and all that stuff. Let's see. I have a plan after that, maybe last of this year to go in Dubai and let's do something on Dubai. Let's see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, this user also set up the C drive handicap Android Studio that's set up. And yeah, here as you can see, the JDK, that is JDK 1.8.077 and at last 26. Okay, so let me show you something that most of cases you did this mistake. Let me just open my Unreal. I have more than 4 Unreal Engine. The 2 Unreal Engine is the 5.1 that epic build, and I have more 2 engine on my C drive, which is basically the source build. Okay, source build engine. Even I have one more in my HD also. So I have 2 source build engine and 2 epic build engine. That is crazy, but yeah. Okay, now I'm showing for 5.2. okay, because the currently most of you are using this. Do you have any plan on working a full-time job as a game developer, or do you want to just create indie game like you are doing? If I say you right, even lots of people don't know, I'm still doing a full-time job. Like, yeah, you can say it's a full-time job, but it's a remote. I'm not sure you'd ever check me on my Facebook or even LinkedIn or not. I'm working with a multinational company currently. Let me show you. Let me open my Facebook. Maybe I never show my Facebook or share my Facebook account link with you. So you guys never, I guess you have never check my, how to switch. Okay. 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 How to check visit? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is basically my Facebook. Okay, so I'm not sure you guys know, but no, this is my. You can search Sajjad Hussain 9800 and you find my Facebook. So there are some posts, but not do too much regularly. And there are most of my friends and families. This is most of my friends and companies, CEOs and management, higher management. There are most of, and if you go to my profile, you find that I work in a senior project engineer at IOBM. And this is at here I don't give too much update, but if you visit my LinkedIn profile, there you find about I'm working with a multinational company that is IOBM, and I'm working in their virtual reality department. Okay, so you can search maybe IOBM. It should become yeah, there's IOBM. Okay, so yeah, this is where I'm working currently. That's a full time, but in a remote base. Okay, they are working on, you can say, the virtual reality. So I'm working on their virtual reality head department. That's basically. So I have a job currently. You can say, this YouTube is my, you can say, my hobby, and the game development is my hobby. So that's why. So Yeah, okay. Let's continue about the that JDK one. So I'm simply creating a project that is a mobile music. Let's click on create. Yeah, lots of people even ask me that, bro, how if you learn Unreal Engine, are we there's a good job available in this sector, or lots of people every day come, they message me in my messenger, they comment me in my YouTube that, bro, we're like, are these industries enough big to get a job? I'll say that yes, bro, but you don't need your education background, like you need super higher education like degree, lots of certificates, you need to talk well or fluent English. No, guys, most of cases company will be check your talent. Okay, like the basic English is always requirement for everywhere, because if for communicate you must need the basic English. That if most of company even hire you if you have a good portfolio of your, like you know everything most of cases. And then if you think that most of everything, like I take lots of job interview, I take more than maybe 2000 already, I take 2000 job interview, and most of cases I hire people for their talent, not for their education background, or like they were they study from this university, they study in this college, or they have tons of lot certificate. Even I found lots of in the CV that they have lots of certificate, they are very good, they have this, they do this course, they do this course, but when I ask them some question about basic, like I was most basic question that, if like I was this thing that there's an option in Unreal Engine, I'm not sure you know, or that there's a call module plugin, or it's called module manager in Unreal Engine. So you can go to tools, and here you find on the developer option that modules. Okay, this component allow you to hot build or hot reload your plugin. So some of cases, suppose you create any plugin and that plugin is not working, at that time you need to search that at here. For example, the Google gamepad is not working, you need to just recompile or reload that, and everything will be fit and fine. I just asked this thing that developer that, bro, do you know how to need to do that? He said that, bro, there's no option available out there, and even he's saying me to compile, like go to the tools and refresh the projects and everything will work. I said, wow, that is basically if you think that you have lots of degree, but look guys, some of companies even check your education background or even your certificate, but most of company who are really searching some good developer, okay, they most of cases check your talent, your project, what do you know, nothing too much. Okay, I think it is still important to back up in the game development fields and difficult than future. Yeah, you can say that if you have certificate. I'm not saying that you don't need any certificate. I'm saying that like you can take, if you want, you can take certificate, but most important is not taking the certificate. The important thing is to learn Unreal Engine. You have to get knowledge about Unreal, like which work you're going to do. You have to enough knowledge about that sector, so you can easily get success. Okay, so let's go continue about this error that most of people face, that the griddle problem or the setuping SDK and DK. Okay, so look, even I already make lots of video about the SDK and DK setup. If you go to my YouTube channel, you find lots of, okay. Some of cases you also told me that, bro, we can't find, like the videos that how you need to find. You can just, whatever you are searching, you can write like Tec Dev Studio, you can search that Android export. So what will we do? YouTube will be show you in my channel, if there's any video available with Android export, YouTube will be show you. So you need to just write my channel name. Okay, if you just search Android Studio, Android export, Unreal, okay, like that, Unreal, it should become. But yeah, you find also the other YouTuber video, like even I check lots of YouTuber video, even I read that how are they showing, like if there's even showing or not. But if you just write that like some, you can say, oh hi everyone, and just say like Tec Dev Studio, so YouTube will be filter for you more. So if there's any video available in my channel with relative this content, what the heck. So what will we do, the YouTube will be show you that. Okay, So you can see the most of cases, all the Android components and videos coming. Okay, so that is the thing. You need to just write my channel name, and then whatever you're basically searching, you can write, and it will be work. Okay, so now let's continue. So second, you asked me that, bro, for setuping the components that you must need. The first component you need, that Visual Studio. Okay, so in the Visual Studio, there are lots of component available. So you just install the Visual Studio community, because Unreal Engine 5 version use the Visual Studio community or Visual Studio 2020 version. Even you can work with 2019 version, but the good is, or the best practice is, if you do with the Visual Studio. Okay, so yeah, so then you need to go to modify, and just go to modify, and here you find lots of component. Okay, make sure at the game development C++ you tick that and you install. But yeah, there's some of cases it show this error, but make sure you have the Unreal Engine installer, Android IDE supports, and in the individual components you can search, it's maybe called, I guess, MSVC, VC, something like that. Yeah, it's called MSVC, and at the MSVC you must need this, that MSVC V143 and Visual Studio C++ x64 at x86 build to latest. And once you have this component, then you need that Android Studio. Android Studio is very important. I don't know why you need that for Unreal Engine version, because even if you go to Unity, like I have a Unity engine, you can see that I have Unity, but Unity doesn't even require Android Studio. They give you the SDK and DK, all the setups. Okay, but I don't know why for Unreal Engine we need to do that. So okay, so at here on the SDKs you can download the 32. Like I see that lots of my viewer always download all of them SDK. No bro, you don't need to download all of them or SDK. You need some basic SDK, kind of like you can download the 32 version or 32 API level the SDK, and then even if you don't know even the lower version, and then from the SDK tool you can basically get the show package details. At here you can download the Android build to that 13.0.3 and 29.0.2 and 26.0.1. because I'm using lots of Unreal Engine different type of version and source build engine, that's why I have lots of. But for you, if you're using only one version like 5.2.1, you can basically just download the 13.0.3 and the 29.0.3. that will be enough for you. And in the NDK you need to download the of 25.1 8.86 this version. And if you're using some lower version, kind of like Unreal Engine 5.0 or 4.27, at there you can install the 22.711.607. even this NDK also requirement for the making a virtual reality game, because as I said I work in a Metaverse 1 project, so that's why even you need this one for if you are making the VR type game. Okay, and once you have this, the CMaker is not important, but if you want you can download the CMaker this one, that 3.10.22. and once you have everything, then I recommend to install the NVIDIA Codework pack. Maybe I have, let me show you. NVIDIA Codework, maybe it's NVIDIA Codework or Android Codework, something like that. I have that. Maybe let me just go to my control panel. Let's see. NVIDIA. Oh, I don't have. Oh yeah, no, I have, yeah, here, there's the code. NVIDIA Codework for Android. Make sure there's a lots of versions. So the version I use, that 1R7. Even I give this all source file in my that SDK and JDK video. Like if you go to my Discord, even you don't need to go to my Discord. What the heck? Wait, it's like I shared there's some videos. Where is this? There, maybe I mentioned this guy. Oh, come on. Here on this tutorial series, like here the 5.1 5.2 setup video, if you go there, okay, and if you go to the source file, okay, like there's a source file link I already gave there. So here, oh what the heck, here the only download SDK NDK JDK software, so that there you find all of them, the NDK R20D, and here for the password, so you can get the password from here. Okay, so even I give all of them, guys, you need to just install. So once you install the NVIDIA Codework for Android, so let me now show you the file location, how in my case it is. So if you go to C drive, you find first a NVIDIA pack. That is the basically root file of NVIDIA. Make sure there's a two folder. One is the NVIDIA, one is the NV pack. Okay, if it's your case, it's not coming, you need to go to file, views, then shows, and here you can enable the hidden files and the files name extension, depends on your the Windows version. Then if you go to NVIDIA pack, here you find most of cases everything. Okay, like JDK, that is you don't need to use this one, because this JDK is really very old. You don't need to use this one. And then here the important one is this Android SDK, Windows, and if you go inside of that, here you find a NDK folder, and there you need to use this NDK. Okay, you need just folder, nothing else. Okay. The second, you need that JDK on your environment variable. That is most important. So if you go, let me show you which JDK I have. I have this one, that JDK 8 updated, that is JDK 8U307. Maybe 301. Yeah, most of it I use 301. So you can install that one, that 301. Okay, that is 64-bit. And even I give that software in my that source file video too. So you can check and make sure. Most of cases you ask me that how you need to set up that. Will you for update to Android 14? Bro, look, UE for like even if you don't know, like I have the what it's called, the marketplace ID of Unreal. Okay, Unreal Engine currently stopped giving all the supports from Unreal Engine 4 version. So if you think that you have C++ knowledge and you have a team, so with that team you can basically continue your work with Unreal Engine 4. Look, you can use the Unreal Engine for Android 14, because you just need to do some SDK setup on your Unreal Engine. Like even if you go to Unreal Engine, here you find an option for setting the Android target date limited. So here you can just choose the 34, even that your engine will be supports your game. So that is not main issue. The main issue with giving supports, like if you go to the Lasters plugin, like if I show you, even Epic didn't give me to permission to upload the version 4 plugin. Like if you check my Lasters plugin, that is maybe the Easy Network, I updated. So with that plugin, you can basically check your game network connection. Like you can see that's only supports 5.1 and 5.2. Even Epic didn't give me permission to upload for 4.27. Even I have that. Okay. So that is the main thing, because Epic not giving, so you can't install or use the plugin in your older engine version. That is the main issue. If you are using, like you'll be see after then 3 months, most of plugins are shift in 5 point version. They are not even giving the supports for 4 point. That is the main thing. But if you want, you can still continue with that. That is the not main issue. Okay. So once you have this thing, and for checking your environment variable, first you can search that Java, then you can write that version. So it will be give you some information about Java. Most of cases it will be get from your Microsoft environment, because if you have the Visual Studio and you have installed lots of component, most of cases you find the JDK with that. But you need to do one more thing. Once you set up the JDK in your PC, like you go to C drive, and here you find maybe it's called in a program file. Yeah, on the program file, if you go to the Java, here you find there is 2 folder available. One is JDK and one is jar. You need to use the JDK. Okay, so basically the JDK is the real one, which one you need to install or you have, and then you can write that environment variable. So you can search that I guess. Yeah, environment variable. So at the environment variable, you need to go to environment variables. Then here at the Java home, here one is by default they set up you for the NVIDIA pack, that JDK 1.77, because whenever you do first time, it will be automatically set up for you. Even you can see that because you set up in the NDK pack or NVIDIA code work is set up automatically for you most of cases. Okay, and even if you go to path, you'll be see that most of cases it's set up that JDK all of from there. Okay, so that is not the main thing. Okay, but make sure you have the edit your JDK, but make sure on on your system variable. There's the two things. One is user variable and one is system variable. At this system variable, you can see I create a custom folder like the Java home. If it's not existing for you, you can simply click on new and just write the Java home like this. Okay, like this one, that Java home. Then you need to just paste the location. Make sure you go inside of the bin, something like this, and then you choose the location, copy that, and then paste that here. Okay, make sure you do that. Okay, and once you have, basically it's able to run the Java development kit on your PC. Once you have pretty much everything, then let me show you, like as you can see, this is a simple third-person config project, and then you need to first press on this button. That if you go to Android project/Android, you need to press this one. And I see lots of you even write something like this. Let me show you. Like you write something like so funny. I even feel so funny, like com dot what I can say, right, like pagla. Okay, you like you could just give something like this, pagla123, or your company name or whatever you want. You'll just write something like that. No guys, Google doesn't support this one. You need to write something like this, on like this com dot like if you can give your studio name like Asteroid or Tec Dev. And if you have multiple game, you can give you the game name like Tec dot battle or Tec dot car. Okay, so it will make sure that your package name should be unique and everything in a small letter, not in the capital letter. Okay, and once you write something like this, like I'm leaving like Tec Dev, and then what you need to do, if this like the application is not mandatory, you can put whatever you want. Like for my case, let me just write that Tec Dev. That is basically your game name. Okay, like it will be display on your Android. Then second, the minimum SDK. So however, underlying version say that you need to use 26. That is not mandatory. If you want, you can use the lower kind of like 19 and even the 26. That is not issue. And for the targeted SDK 26, you can use the 34 target version. And here, that install location should be in an Intel. You can also set it to auto. Some of cases I don't recommend to set it to Intel, but because if you are doing testing on your local device, like your own Android device, there you can basically choose the Intel. That make sure you set up that package game data inside of APK. You must need that. Why? Because if you're testing locally, like let me show you, like maybe someone share me that they're facing an issue on maybe Gradle. Wait, there should be the image. Yeah, this one, that descriptor file, or whatever issue. This issue most of cases come for this one reason, that you haven't set up your com.package name correctly, goodly or perfectly, and you didn't give the package game data. So what it do basically, it will be separate your APK and OBB file. So what happened when you install the APK file in your device, it doesn't have the OBB file. So as usual, it say that bro, it doesn't have any OBB or descriptor file. You have to add. But yeah, it'll be see if you go to your like your what is say, like your Android /data/ OBB file. There you see that you're already they make a folder with your discom.name. And there, if you paste your OBB, you will be see that your game will start running. There's no issue. So for do that automatically, if you don't want to copy paste your OBB file, you can need to just paste this one. Okay, and then you can most of cases also some of cases you told me that bro, if my game is more than 2 GB, it's not exporting. At there you can press this one, that allow larger OBB file, and when you are basically allowing, don't press on that and froze small OBB file. Don't tick this one, because you already giving Unreal Engine to permission that export more than 2 GB file if your game is more than 2 GB. Okay, let me drink some water. Okay, let's get started. Okay, then this one, the app and app bundle, that is basically requirement for the Google Play Store. If you are releasing your game, at that time you should enable this one, and you can disable this generate universal APK bundle for your Gradle file or bundle file. You need to disable that. If you're exporting for the Google Play Store, at that time you need to enable that. And when you basically enable that, you need to also set up the key store for your game. I already have lots of video about how you need to set up key store or how you can make that. so you can check. Okay, the second thing, Google Play service, you don't need to accept that if you are not using the billing or the ad move on your game, or if you're not monetizing your game, so you don't need to fill up this one. But if you're doing, you can basically click on config now, and you need to just give your all the ad move units ID, app ID. Then here from the Google, you find your Google Play license key, so you can upload that at here, and then from here you can basically set up your game icon. And here at this is basically a slab screen, but if you want, you can disable that because Android 13 version have some issue on that. So now also some of you question me, bro, my game it's not supporting on like Android 13 version. Even my own game is also not support some of cases in like if I say the Android 12 version. Like let me show you some of my game that is not support. If you try if you search as a developer, if you find my Google Play Store account, at there if you try my this game, okay, what is that, the Unreal Engine 5 demo, that's why it's have now only 2.9 rating, because most of cases if you go to rating you'll find that this crashing, game crash, okay, game crash. So why even I write that Android 13, but I forget to upload that Android 13 support, because at that time I didn't make my TDS Hero plugin, which you find the Epic Market. Okay, like if you search epic/tech Dev Studio, you should be fine. Yeah, here you can see I'm so popular that Epic can find me. Oh, I have a developer community page on Epic also. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget that to show you. Like I have there, I upload some videos about there too, so you can check from here too. Okay. Sorry. So you can search the let me search Easy Network. So yeah, it should become then. Wait, I'm showing like. If you go like this, the TDS Hero plugin, okay, this is actually a Hero plugin. Why? Because this will be set up the Android 12 supports for your game. Like if you go to my this game, which I recently released, that Unreal Engine Showdown 5.2, this will be work in Unreal Engine even your Android 12 support, because at there I'm using my this plugin that Android 12 supports, or TDS Hero plugin. Okay, and then even if you check my this game, that bus driving Bangladesh, this is also support the new one because I recently update that. So yeah, so that is the basically thing that if you don't use, and even if you didn't set up, because by default Unreal Engine config is not even set up as except for Android 12 support, so you need to install that. So how and that is simple. Just get this plugin from Epic Marketplaces. That is basically the free, that this plugin, that TDS Hero plugin. And then once you have this, you need to go edit plugins and go to others. And here, even I'm creating the AdMove plugin for Unreal Engine, that will become soon. So you can monetize your game really easily. So you need to just enable that, the TDS Hero plugin, and click on restart. That's all. Now it's ready for Android 12 support. See how much easy, just enable this one plugin. Okay guys, that's why I make this plugin for free for you, so you guys anyone can do anything with this. Okay, even it's have lots of feature. Even if you don't know, if you go to the blueprints and if you search that TDS, here you find the config for your game, performance checker, initialize SDK. Like the performance checker is basically give you allow of your you can say some terminal code. So with that you can easily check your game performance, something like this. So if I click on play, you'll be see your draw calls, your FPS, your frames, like it's come automatically. That's why I call that the Hero plugin. Even if you search the TDS, like lots of you questioning that, bro, how you can make the game change graphic system, like give high graphics, low graphics. So here you can see I already make the graphics blueprint code. You need to just run this. Like guys, seriously, I'm making everything as easy as possible for you. You need to just use that. Like if you aren't working for PC like Mac, Linux, console, you can use the PC code. And if you are using for the mobile like Android, iOS, VR, HTML, pixel streaming, at there you need to install use the mobile version code. Okay, and yeah, that's basically thing with this simple. Like if I said, like let me show you example, like low graphics for the PC. Okay, let me run this one. Okay, and show you that the live proof that it's work. Like as you can see the current graphics. Okay, and if I click now play, See the graphics change. I hope you already see the graphics change. Like there's no shadow and there's super performance currently in my monitor. But if I change that to a TDS high graphics, that max graphics one, I set it for the PC and compile run, and if I click on play, see the high graphics. Okay, so this blueprint also make it easy way to make everything. That's why I call that TDS Hero plugin. And also, if you have this issue that the loss of time show some print string error or texture streaming overflow issue, at that time, if you want, you can disable all of your message by writing this that hide message or show message. I make both of them, so you can just write them, and it will be basically disable all of your the warning message, or that is the main thing. Okay, so yeah, I already show you lots of things. Let's now continue our Android export. Okay, once you enable the TDS Hero plugin, it's basically give you feature supports of Android 13, and here, as you can see, this one, that in my case the JDK setup, okay, that the NVIDIA Codework Pack, the Android Studio, that is I'm getting from my NVIDIA pack or NV pack, and then second I get the NDK, and this last one is the JDK, that program files JDK/hotspot. Why this thing? Because make sure Android Studio also have their own JDK file. Let me show you the location. So C drive /user/user, and then you need to enable, oh, why is that app data, where is that user here, the app data, then local, then go to the instead of Android SDK. Oh, no, maybe I forget the location. Oh, that is C drive program file. Yeah, sorry, C drive program /Android, and here you find the JDK. Instead of that, you find hotspot bin, and there you find a JDK 8U302 version. Okay, and even you can choose this one also, because there's a lots of JDK version once you install this 3 version of software. One is Visual Studio, second is Android Studio, third is the NVIDIA Codework. They give you their own JDK support. So in my case, I use my one, but in your case, which one you want to use, you can choose that one. There's no issue. Okay, and then at here, the last is the version, the NDKPI level, you can set 26. Most of cases, I see some of you said 21. You can choose 26. That is not a main issue. But yeah, if you are targeting for the higher end Android, kind of like Android 12 or Android 13, 14, at there you need to set up that 26. Then you can go to Android, and once you set up simply something like this, let me give you Android export. As you can see, now you'll be saying that, bro, how in your case the Android icon showing that okay, it's everything is work, because every day I give lots of exports. Some of cases this icon comes, some of cases this icon never come. So it's come on your luck. So this icon coming or not, that is not mandatory. So don't worry about that. So simply package project. Oh, sorry, not this one. Sorry. The Android / packaging project. I recommend to set up for the multi XTC DXC, but I'm showing you for Android ESTC. Okay, ESTC2, and package the project. And you can choose any folder where you want, and simply give it export. So now here you need to just wait for the Android export. If you're doing first time, it can be take half an hour or depends on your PC config. And here, let me show you something that whenever you give export, it start using your disks, start using your RAM, and even your network also. Okay, and maybe some of cases it's use some of your GPU too. But yeah, also it's use your RAM too much, so keep in mind you have enough RAM on your RAM and processor on your PC. Okay, so as you can see, it takes some time to compile, like maybe or take some time to 2 to 3 minutes. If you already have, as you can see, APK Gradle, that is the running the Gradle file and making the Gradle file your game. So with that, you can basically able to like if I say install the Gradle file, like if you create any Android app, you always know that the Gradle, as you can see, it's downloading some current permission. So make sure also you have the Wi-Fi connection in your PC whenever you exporting, because Unreal Engine always downloads some component file from the library. So make sure you have the, or you give you can, what I can say, like the Android one. Okay, like the Android setups and network connection, because you are exporting game for Android. As you can see, the packaging success without any error. And once you package, okay, like if you go to the disk, you'll be find this kind of like the APK. Now if you, because we set up APK game inside of OBB, so our APK have now the OBB file. Okay, is there a way to check size of proper maps that checks will take some more size package after? Oh yeah, you can check that if you go to the package, sorry, not package, on your maps, like this one, and if you press right mouse on that, here you find the size of map. With that you will be find a you know, some, you can, it's not sure 100 time perfect, but you can say, because once you package it compress your files more. So if you just press on this, like how I show, like choose your map and press on right, and then check the file size or map size, you'll be find a size about your current map have. You see the structure, it's using 18.5 MB. The current, the full map size is more than 200 MB. Okay, and maybe you can choose multiple files, I'm not sure. Yeah, you can go to your content, and here the map size. With that you can basically able to get full information about your content browser, like how much it's taking. But yeah, I'm telling you, if you are thinking about, bro, how can I get 2 MB file or 6 MB file like Unity, you never get, guys, because Unreal Engine conflicts different. This engine not made for making Android game. Okay, this engine make AAA title game. Okay, like realistic game. If I give some example, like God of War, Fortnite, that is already made in Unreal, have something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's I can say. So if you're thinking like even I try lots of time in the Unity, even I see there's a first person shooter game, like in our Unreal we have also the first person template. Okay, like they are first person shooting. This template, if you give in a export, this come more than 100 MB, but their first person with the more quality, it's come only 66 MB, or maybe in 40 to 30 MB, because Unity has designed for making Android game. It's that's why you see that most of Unity game supports low end device, because they make their engine for support low end device, and you know, making good game. And yeah, but you will be see if you compare the graphics, will be easily recognize that you can identify that, okay, this game is made in Unity, this game made in Unreal. Okay, that is super easy to find out with by checking graphics. But if you try to get this graphics level in even Unity, you will not even reach this level graphics on Unity, even a PC project. Okay, that is the main thing. Unity make for Android, Unreal Engine make for AAA title game. That's why even I face lots of problem every day with this, you can say, super shit stuff. Okay, so that is the, as I show, like that is the basically most of your Android problem that it show, like the problem RPC. You know, you don't need to give or check this environment. As you can see, this is must be checking on his user variable, not in his what I say, the system variable. Make sure there's a one is system variable, one is basically your Android the component. As you can see, he doesn't have even an NVIDIA pack.android studio because he need to install that Android studio. Okay, because Android studio is requirement for most of cases. Okay, so you should have the Android studio. Okay, so yeah, install Android studio and then give it a check, otherwise it show you the error. Okay, let me show you this Android error. Okay, like I'm not sure why in my case it's haven't show. Let me create one more project. Let's see if that project Unreal Engine show me that error. What I say, like that Android it's not showing character texture that asked few days ago. Character texture, which one, bro? Can you write again? Because you know, you write lots of comment every day. I found lots of comment, guys. I always, you know, forget that which are you basically talking. Let's press this one. Let's create one more. Let's see if this time Unreal Engine show me or that common error, that this one. Oh, where is that? Like where is go? yeah, as you can see, this time it's not showing the Android icon. Okay, that Android icon. If it's not showing, you can simply choose your whatever you want and simply click on package, and it will be show you this error. Just ignore this one and simply click on continue and give export. It will be start exporting. But yeah, before do that, make sure you set up some config in your Android, config that, and put your com.package name, whatever you want, and set up the 34. Set it to internal auto. Don't need to do this one. And yeah, you can install the whatever say the TDS Hero plugin. Okay, just enable that, keyword restart. It should be fixed. Oh, there's someone joining here. If I say, oh yeah, bro, you can check this stream on the YouTube. Okay, so if you go Android, here the icon should become most of cases. I don't know why it's coming right now, like everything working pretty much fine, everything for me. So yeah, you can go this 3 method, it should become. Like the texture shining problem. Oh, the texture shining problem. Okay. Let me show you one more thing. Like it should be also in our ask help group, like texture shadow, texture shining. That is basically the texture shining issue. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, this guy. Okay, so if you see, I create game. Okay, oh my god, why this thing is super bad, but you can see this texture is shining. Okay, so most of cases it is just shine because you haven't set up the material properly. Okay, most of cases. Okay, and also your model is not compatible with the Android, because make sure Android doesn't or cannot compare tons of compiling code. Let me show you if we have some more good reference, because I know he sent lots of image. Let me see. Yeah, this you can say one more thing. Yeah, if it's too much. Okay, like you can see the brightness of this texture light. It's working like a glow light, like he just enable glow light. That is one more issue. Okay, now let me show you why this issue come. Most of cases this issue come from your texturing. Okay, like I have some asset, let me show you. I create with some of my developer, and they make a model for me, so I guess that model can help you to show. Okay, I'm showing you for 5.2 5.2.1 and let me give a third person. I'm setting for mobile project. Okay, and let's give it name that mobile, or whatever I write. Guys, just ignore this spell. Okay, you don't need this. Okay, then let me show. I made some assets, asteroid assets, maybe content, Asian village. Yeah, that is this pack. Okay, Asian village TL mobile content paste while open. Okay, so now I can show. Yes, file size is always high. So is there a way to make Play Store to download maps, characters skin inside of game like PUBG? Okay, whatever you asking that feature, that's called the Google Asset Delivery System or internal or patch update system. Make sure that patch update system is not easy in Unreal Engine. Okay, because this is Unreal. Okay, let me first finish that issue. Okay, so let me just create a simple level for you. Okay, a new level. Let's save it and remove landscape like this. Create and just this simple house. Okay, this is a simple house, you can see. Okay, so now maybe this current thing is working some Lumion. Let me show this too, like Lumen. Yeah, this scene is using Lumen. Make sure Android doesn't support Lumen, so keep it disabled and choose your hardware to disable all of them if you are just making for Android. And the targeted platform, well, you can set it like scalable 1 2, not mandatory to set up maximum. Okay, so now if you go to the world settings, and let me remove these ones. Wow, there's a lots of thing. And then if you go to engine sky, and yep. Okay, so now if I show you, like if I give now the build, okay, build the lights, because for mobile you need to bake lights, otherwise whenever you try your game in Android, it will be say the black. Okay, So yeah, so just wait some time to bake. It will be not take too much time because this is a simple map. Okay, so as you can see, this is currently showing this, maybe this one, enable this one. Yeah. So as you can see, this one is pretty much okay. For checking more goodly, you can enable the settings, then oh sorry, this may be at here. Yeah, preview render, and you can enable ESTC1 3.1. So it will be give you enough you can say the visibilities, or you can see the performance like Android. Also you'll be see that, also you can check basically that how your shader is compiling, or your shader is working, or in your Android or it will be work at there not. Okay, so you can enable that. Oh, okay, this model have nanite. I know this model have nanite. Let me disable the nanite one, because Android doesn't support nanite also. Okay, so now if you give it trace, you'll be see that if you set up everything in a movable, okay, like this, you'll be see that there's no issue. Okay, like this. Now if I change my directional light to static, okay, and then if I set the skylight to static and give a bake, you'll be see that you'll be start facing the lightning or that shining issue. As you can see, some of cases this place super shining, and some of it's not. That is the main thing. So you need to set up the light in properly in your environment. So let me give another build. So this time it can be take some time, because whenever you set up the static lightning, it takes some time to bake the light. Okay, so as you can see, this issue, like you can see the glow house. Okay, even that is the main thing that he also face every time, like glow stuff. That is the basically issue of that model. Okay, that is the issue of that model, and the issue of the UV, because my artist didn't did the UV properly, and everything is pretty much, you can see if I show you the material. Okay, so that is the thing. But if you disable the roughness, I guess, and if you disable the roughness, and let me show. Okay, and let's give one more backlight. These issues should be less some, but the main issue is, as I said, this is most of cases come with the model. So you have to make your model properly, and do UV goodly. So as you can see, this time is the reflection less some. Okay, but make sure if you set up everything static, this error will become. So for a skylight, you can use the stationary, and for the directional light, also choose stationary. And also in your directional light, you can choose to LUX to 3, and now give a big light. So this can be reduct your this issue. Okay, like if you face, I'm saying that he was facing this problem from many days. Okay, like long time he's basically facing this issue. Okay, so as you can see, this time the issue has been gone, the the bright or glow stuff. Okay, not too much. Some of cases it's have, because as I said that UV is not perfect, because if you are using any asset, that asset should be game ready and it should be perfect, and which artist basically working on that, he should have the Unreal Engine lightning system knowledge and the UV stuff. Otherwise it will be never going to be work properly. But if I set it to my directional light to movable, and now let me give a bake, you'll be see that it's still that issue, because most of cases it's coming for the skylight. So make sure you set up your skylight every time to movable, so this issue can be prevented with that. Okay, so as you can see, this time the the glow issue has been most of cases gone, and even you can check your skylight to movable, and then you can choose your directional light to static stationary, and let's give a bake. Okay, it should be take some time to bake. Let's wait some time. Here you go. As you can see, now this time most of cases the lighting, you can see that it's quite enough good. Okay, like yeah, this one is quite enough good, you can say. So forget high good, or you can say the maximum quality, you can enable the max and directional light to movable. So then if you give the light bake, it will be work most of cases 100%. Okay, because movable light is a dynamic light, and dynamic lights work every time perfect. Okay, so make sure also dynamic lights can, because more you can say the performance, okay, because dynamic light is costlier than static or stationary, okay. And make sure whenever you are compiling should be test your game. But however, as you can see, this is most of cases working good, not too much shining or not too much glitch. So you can say that is the most of cases issue of the model, okay. So that is the pretty much same for this one too, bro. Maybe you have whichever character you are using that is not have proper material setup or even the proper UV. That is happening, but you can prevent this issue by giving that light to set up a more well. Light is using in 6 GB RAM, but that is enough powerful. Even my mobile is a 6 GB RAM, but yeah. So yeah. Okay, now let's move to are you creating a game in live? No, I'm not creating a game live. I'm just giving the problem fix on the live. Like I have lots of question every day in my Discord, so I'm trying to give the most of comment reply. Already show the NDK, SDK, the what is said, that descriptor file issue, lightning issue, texture shining issue, okay, like that. Okay, now let's continue about the the packaging or game size reduction. Look guys, there is no way too much in Unreal Engine to reduce the file, but I'll show you some step that it can be reduced some of your. Bro, I want to make game in Unreal Engine, but how should I start? How should I start? Okay, this is, you can see, the most common question ever I get, because if you are new or beginner, most of cases these people question me that, like, bro, how can I start? Bro, look, in my case, I start from YouTube. I start searching that how my first maybe game maybe I made. I'm not sure this video should become or not. Like maybe I watch there maybe a Unity video like level design, or that is maybe super old. Maybe that is more than 5 to 7 years ago. Level design Unity. I'm not sure this video will become or not. That is a super old a video. Like, no, it not should become. There is a guy was making a city, okay, like a abandoned city, maybe like that. Abandoned city, something like that. He was making. Yeah, guys, this video. Oh my god, guys, I found. Oh my god, yeah, this video, guys. This video I was watch in when I just just get some information. Like what I can say. Like I get inspired from this video. Like, oh, I will make my own game. But this video, guys, I'm saying that this is more than 8 years ago. I watched that more than 5 to 6 years or maybe 7 years ago. When I been maybe class 5 or 6. That someday randomly day I was scrolling some YouTube video that is maybe in afternoon time. And there suddenly this video come that making this city, okay, and there I was just watching that video, like how it's basically level designing this thing. I say, oh my god, that is really very easy to do, how he make the game, okay, and he just doing this post process effect, and at this you can say the final result is this one, okay, something like this, okay. I feel very inspired from this guy and I say, oh my god, I will make my own I will make my own game. At that time I start searching the best game engine, okay, and there I choose the Unreal Engine, okay, and from there I basically start everything. I just first search that which game engine is good for me, because if you don't know C# or C++ or programming, you should use Unreal, okay, because Unreal Engine have blueprint stuff. And once you have the blueprint stuff knowledge, you can create any type of game, because I already make more than two AAA title game with blueprints. I'm making all of my game with blueprints. So yeah. And the second one, if you have C# knowledge, C++ knowledge, you can use Unity. That is the best for you. But yeah, Unity is some trouble for basic beginners, because Unity UI is very difficult. Even I see that Unity developer can shift in Unreal Engine, but Unreal Engine developers, it's take too much hard to shift in Unity, okay? That is the main thing. Also see your videos, bro. I found 3 to 4 channels that teaching blueprint, but I want to use C++ to make game. Okay, if you want to use the C++ for your game with Unreal, so maybe that is code camping, I guess, name. Like let me search Unreal Engine. I watch every day lots of YouTuber video to check like how they are making or how they are doing. You can use the code campaign. There's a should be a code campaign. Where is the code? C++. Yeah, this one, the freedom camp core. Okay, this guy also show lots of logic, and this is a 11 hours tutorial. You can watch that. Yeah, freedom code camp, you can watch this one. Okay, this also great. And even there's a one more. Let me show. Where is that? Yeah, this guy also show lots of basics one. Okay, you can watch his C++ tutorial video also. He show enough great, I guess. So what he explained, that is, I guess, enough. And for more, you can buy the Udemy course. Okay, like you can buy the Udemy or Coursera course to get that thing. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now let's get start with if I say the what I can say. Like that last topic is the redirecting size. Okay, let me show you some step for if you want to redirect your game size. First, you can go to your Android, and once you go to your Android, just go to scroll down. Here you find an option called, not maybe in Android, that's in maybe in the packaging. Yeah. On the packaging, scroll it. Here you find the pre-installer. You can disable this thing and make sure, if you enable the shipping mode, make sure the how the shipping method work. That's give you more reduct size. Okay, from the development or debugging, you will be see that if you export your game in the shipping mode, you'll be see your game size is more less. Okay, like if your game coming size in the development or shipping to like 100 MB, in the shipping mode is come 80 MB to 90 MB, so 10 MB can be reduced. Okay, so like that you can basically use this method. Also try to make as less as map possible, and in a textures, like the texture also collect the size. Like this is a 2K resolution texture, and if you set it to a 10A, okay, like asset action bulk edit, and if you go to compress and at here if you set it to 10A24, the texture size will be more reduced. Okay, so what will be happen, it will be affect your game. As you can see, the resolution size is now only 683 KB, so with that your game size will be more reduced. Okay, so that is the main thing that you should you can say, you can go with this one and your game size can be reduced. But make sure the Google Asset Delivery System is not easy. Even when I try to my one, even that's also I face lots of problem whenever I try the first time. The the issue like the packaging or even the asset delivery system, because that is pretty much harder to do. That is the main thing. Okay, guys, that is the most of question. Do you have anything else? Let me know. I'm not sure why the Discord people doesn't come today, because maybe they're coming YouTube. I'm thinking that because yeah, every yesterday night lots of people are telling me to come, bro, help us. I'm not sure why they're go, and let's see if there's any question we can give reply. What is that? Oh, making the this is a complex mechanism. VCC. Thanks, bro. Welcome. Android issue. This is for landscape LODs. You need to give high LODs in your game. It should be work. I had a locomotion. There is a pin. Instead of that pin, you can basically set up the boolean. Okay, like if you set up the boolean, it will be work more great. How to make native dialogue? Native. Okay, what? Not native. Sorry, narrative dialogue. What is that? I'm not sure what is narrative dialogue. Let's see. What is that? Are you talking about the dialogue system? Like in Unreal, there's a dialogue system available. Let's search Unreal speaking dialogue. Oh, okay. You can use the play sound like whenever you're doing some code, like something like that. Let me show. Bro, landscape getting broken while playing game in mobile. What kind of broke? Like, can you still like the broke mean everything can possible? What you basically meaning? Like, what is a broken error? Okay, like the dialog system, you can use play sound 2D at location because there's a movement code available. Play sound 2D, you can use the create sound 2D, or you if you want the dynamic sound, you can use the play sound 2D at location or play sound at location. So this one will be give you enough facilities. So from here you can choose your wave file because Unreal Engine support the .wav format sound system. So you can use this one, and if you run with something like custom event, it will be work like whenever you are working with a dialogue, it will be work. Okay, so that is the main thing. Okay guys, do you have anything else? What is the time right now? 11:25. Wow, 11:25. Okay. Hmm. Do you have anything else, guys? Like any other question? Because I'm not sure when I do my next stream. Is there any new thing come in Epic? Maybe this month comes some new assets. Sound move? How can I make sound move? What is sound move? Like movement sound like the footstep while you're basically walking. It should be play sound, something like that. Bro, I make a asset in Blender and I export in FBX, okay. And then what you did? But when I import in Unreal Engine, I place it map, I see it be a plane. Oh, okay. Look, Blender have some features, okay, need to use that. I have Blender. I'm using 3.5.1, but that is the same for every version. So just suppose you make a model, okay, and you create one more model, like this. Suppose this is your another model. Yeah, it's looking great. Wow, I created a really good model. Okay, suppose something like this. You have two models, but if you exporting currently, what is basically give you, like if you go to file, export as FBX, and you choose any location, so it's basically import all of them. You can see the object type, what it will be import. So as you can see, it will be import everything, and also you need to give the size, okay, like it should be give. So make sure you can choose the mesh only and selected object only. So what will be do, whichever model will be choose or object will be choose, that specific model will be only export for you. Second thing, in Blender you can set to smooth face to face, okay, like the face to normal to face, and the armature you can remove the leaf bone and bake animation. Now you can basically set it to import FBX. So this will be a perfect stuff will become. Okay, maybe he sent me some reference. Let's see. This is not broken. This is called tiling issue or texturing issue. Okay, I call that pixel render issue. Okay, because this issue come for the texture. Okay, I'll show you that too. Okay, So once you make that, let me open Unreal. Let's open. And now if I import that, so in whenever you are importing that, you can enable the nanite and import that, and you'll be fine. Your model is perfectly come at here. But the size, for getting the size perfect, you can basically set it to half of Unreal Engine. But most of cases, even if you set to 0.8 on the scale one, like when you are importing any model, okay, like delete and import a new one, you can set up this scale to 0.5 or 0.8. That will be give you a perfect size even. Okay, like with Unreal, like if you get a cube, what is cube? Here's a cube. Here you go, you can see you'll be get a perfect size. So yeah, you can see, you can't say this is a model, but yeah, as you can see, because it's haven't, I didn't do the UV, so it's have the quality, you can see the difference. Okay, hopefully. So that is the main thing. Okay, now let's do his one, like this kind of like place sound on object location, also move object. Like a sound travel with a object, like sound place on object, location also moving object. I'm not sure about what type of question it is. Can you explain little bit more with some game reference or any object like you are talking about? Like, are you talking about bullet or something like that? Okay, so this one, oh, let me just close my window. There's some noise coming. Okay, that background noise was basically keeping at me. Okay. So this one, this is called the pixel render issue. This thing, most of cases come from the landscape. Okay. For fixing this thing, okay, like create a landscape, and this issue, you can say, they come most of cases from the material and the landscape issue. Oh, maybe I create in open world. Let's me create in a basic one. So if I show you in a landscape, okay, so at here first you find here that maybe it's called landscape resolution, RES. Yeah, here the static resolution, you can increase that even some more if you want, or there's a one more resolution feature will be should be have the maybe light mesh. It's called a light mesh thing. Bro, I'm studying in standard 11 and I want to make a game like GTA game based on my city before I complete 12 standard. Damn, how can I should I start? And I want to make it for Android. Bro, I don't have any word. Okay. Oh my god. You're like, guys, look. You're not, if you're doing solo, it's never possible for you. Okay. Like, never possible if you're doing solo. You have, for making kind of like a GTA level or GTA base, whatever you say, you say a GTA game, a open world game where you can fight with the AIs. AI have a excellent smart, okay, and the things at there, basically you have to knowledge about model. You need to create every of your own model, optimized model, because Android doesn't perform like how the PC perform. Okay, like you have to, you can say, make super optimized model for your Android game. After not possible. I'm not talking about the game size. Okay, I'm not talking about the map size. I'm talking about the game feature, like making advanced AI. You need to do lots of code, and for lots of code, if you do, the game size will be big. You should be have facing the performance issue. Okay, and make sure completely Unreal Engine is even not suitable for making a simple game also. So if you're thinking about to make a larger game, bigger game like GTA base, not the level by the feature, it's now not possible for a solo developer. Okay, you can say it's possible for a indie studio, like where basically have more than 2 to 3 3D artists, 1 to 2 developer, and that you can give it a try. I'm not despairing you, but possibilities you can say only 5% or 2% for a solo developer. You'll be see that lots of YouTubers show you, oh bro, I make my own GTA, I make my own PUBG, I make my own battle royale, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 50 minutes. There most of cases use this template. Okay, you'll be see they are not making anything from scratch. They are using the templates, and the templates is not good for the Android because the template have very high code or heavy code, so it will be give you error at there. Okay, so that is the thing. But yeah, you can give it a try. I'm not inspiring you. You can give it a try. Okay, let's start continue about the pixel render issue on the landscape. So here you find a call maybe light resolution. I guess it should be called something like that. I'm not sure the name in Unreal 5, but there should be for lightning one. Here the light mesh settings, maybe this one. Oh no, not this one. This should be a light called light mesh resolution, something like that. I forget the name, what it's called in landscape, but yeah, you need to set up that some high resolution. And whatever texture you make, okay, make sure like if I import some starter content, and the starter content texture, okay, like whatever texture you are basically going to be used for create your material, okay, make sure that is for landscape, that is an opacity, okay, and the texture, okay, if you go to texture here, by default here you find that it's in a DXT and BTC and DXT 11, that is basically DirectX 11. It's ready for that. Okay, and also you can do one more thing, set up your texture resolution to 1024, not give too much because it's also caused the texture streaming issue, that's why. So you can set it to bulk edit, and the compress you can set it to 1024, and if that's still coming, you need to you have to change your texture because that texture might be have some issue. Okay, so you can basically use this kind of like, as also for mobile game, try to use as simple material as possible, like not too much like whatever I say, too much complex material. Try to use that simple material that is going to be work. Otherwise you'll be see most of cases the pixel issue. Like let me show you most easiest to get pixel issue. You can go to the texture and you can set it to raw resolution, kind of like 32-bit. Okay, and if I show you, like you'll be see something like this. Okay, like this kind of like issue. Okay, this will be to increase your texture issue. Sorry, this is your game size, but it's also give you the bad quality. Okay, that is the main thing, so you need to keep it in mind. Okay, so that's all you can say to implementing and other stuff. Anything else, guys? Just let me know, because I'm some tired right now. I'm talking from last 1 hour 18 minutes. I am some tired now. I have to do still lots of work. And I guess guys, let's stop this stream. Okay, I guess that is enough for today. We'll be do more in our next stream. So thank you so much for watching and see you in next live stream. Bye bye.